Alrighty, so for this episode of How We Created, I'm going to break down Christmas in Australia. So as always, it started with me recording the lines for the animation. Now that we're out of lockdown, I got to do this with my audio engineer. I imported the audio into Premiere, edited the best takes, and synced it up with the music from audionetwork.com. So I decided to voice the couch potato, but I cast Susie Kazda as the other female character and the narrator. Once that was completed, I moved on to the character designs. So I knew when I started these character sheets, I would only design 2 angles for each character. I knew they would only be in one shot, so I didn't have to overdo it. Once I designed those, I created an animatic in Toon Boom Harmony and worked out the camera movements and directions. So I made the animatic fairly simplistic, as the comedy is in the dialogue for this one rather than the actions. Once I completed that, I began the key poses so Scott could do the in-betweens and the lip sync as well. So Judith was separated into a head and torso layer, whereas the couch potato was split into 3 since I needed the Christmas paper hat to move as well. Once I sent that off, I designed the backgrounds and tried to keep them minimal. I drew a simplistic street and lounge room for the animation. After that, I received the files back from Scott and began colouring the characters. I exported out the backgrounds and the characters separately, ready for shading in After Effects. So now I'll show you the animatic and the final render, and you'll get to see how this animation had a really straightforward transition.
It was a beautiful Christmas day in the scorching summer heat of Australia. Faces were dripping sweat and families were filled with regret.
It's so fucking hot.
Okay, but should we open the kids' presents now or later?
I don't fucking care, Judith. I'm stuck to this leather couch. Now peel me off, will ya?